Good morning, Storytime friends. It's Hannah over at the Barkman branch, and I am here today to read about something really fun. So our first story time for June is going to be about a place, and I really like this place. Can you guess where it is? Where is the place that I'm going to be reading about today? That's right, Storytime friends, we're going to be reading about the ocean today. Now that we're starting Storytimes in June, it's summertime, the weather's getting warmer, and it's so fun to go to a lake or a river or an ocean and go swimming during summer. That's one of my favorite things to do. So before we get started with our stories all about the ocean today, let's sing our song. We haven't sung it together in so long. We haven't sung this song together in a whole month. Can you believe it? I'm so excited to be back with you doing story times again. So let's stand up and get our wiggles out. And let's sing, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. What do we do next, Storytime friends? We stomp our feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. And if you're ready for a story, turn around. If you're ready for a story, turn around. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, turn around. And what do we do after we get all our wiggles out to get ready? If you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, take a seat. Nice job, Storytime friends. You still remembered the song? That's wonderful. So, Storytime friends, you knew we were reading about the ocean today because of all of the ocean animals around me, right? We have all kinds of cool creatures in the ocean. We have seahorses right here. We have bottlenose dolphins. We have all kinds of dolphins. Octopuses, sharks, sea turtles, jellyfish, crabs, and stingray. Have you seen any of these animals in real life in the ocean? Maybe you haven't seen them in an ocean, but you've probably seen them in an aquarium, right? Guess what? I have actually seen a sea turtle, a stingray, a jellyfish, and a crab in real life in the ocean. It was so cool. Me and my husband went to an ocean in Mexico and we got to see all of those things. And it was so awesome. The sea turtle was so big and he moved very slow. Well, even if you haven't seen any of those ocean animals in real life, we are going to get to read about them and see them in our first book today, called One Day on Our Blue Planet in the Ocean. And this is by Ella Bailey, and thanks to Flying Eye for letting us read this book. So we can see some of the ocean creatures I just mentioned on the wall in this picture too. What ocean creatures can you see on the cover? I see a dolphin right in front. And I also see all kinds of fish. There's bluefish and yellowfish. And there's also birds that like to swim around the ocean too. Let's read all about One Day in the Ocean. Here's some more animals. There are all kinds. Okay, One Day on Our Blue Planet. As day breaks, a little bottlenose dolphin calf takes a breath of fresh air before diving back into the sparkling waters of the Pacific Ocean. Below the surface, many more dolphins are swimming speedily. They all live, hunt, and play together in a large group called a pod. So a group of dolphins is called a pod. Just ahead, the little dolphin spots something. It's a baby whale, and he looks lost. The little dolphin squeaks and clicks to her pod to draw their attention. Each dolphin has their own unique whistle, just like a name. And there it is communicating. Do you see the little sound waves coming out of the dolphin's mouth? That's how they communicate underwater. The little dolphin guides her new friend through the warm, shallow waters off the coast of Australia. And over the Great Barrier Reef, where fish dart between the corals and strange creatures lurk in secret crevices. So this is the Great Barrier Reef. It is such a beautiful place in the waters by Australia. And there are all kinds of beautiful animals and colorful coral that all grow there together. Look at all those different kinds of fish. I bet there's a couple kinds of fish that you recognize. Do you know this kind of fish? That's a dory, right, from Finding Nemo. And look, there's the clownfish, Little Nemo too. Look at all of the different colors and sizes and variations in the ocean. Very beautiful. Once they reach the deep open ocean, the pod gathers together to protect the little dolphin and the baby whale. At last, here is the whale's mother. The clever dolphins chatter and play alongside the gentle giants before moving on in search of food. We found the whale's mom, and look at how big she is. Whales are gigantic, aren't they? Look at how big they are compared to the dolphins. A giant blue whale. I'm so glad that they found the mom. Whales are not the only huge creatures living in this vast, watery world. As she travels, the curious calf meets a strange ocean sunfish and a long lion's mane jellyfish. That's the ocean sunfish, and they are really flat, and they have fins on sides like that. And there's the really long lion's mane jellyfish. Look how beautiful that jellyfish is. What color is that jellyfish? Orange, peachy, yeah. And a group of softly sweeping manta rays. There's the manta rays. And manta rays are different than stingrays, right? So they're actually different kinds. So manta rays have these little hooks, and stingrays don't. In the depths beyond, the pod sees a large shoal of fish. The older dolphins work together, grouping their prey near the surface so they are easy to catch. The little dolphin likes her fish, but like other baby mammals, she also needs her mother's milk. So dolphins are mammals, which means they give birth to live children. They don't lay eggs, and they need mama's milk. So baby dolphin eats fish, and what else does she eat? That's right, she eats the milk from her mama. As night falls, the ocean grows darker, and hungry sharks come out to hunt. You see the sharks? There's all different kinds of sharks and sizes of sharks too. The little dolphin stays close by her mother's side, away from harm. All dolphins must stay alert to breathe, so they sleep with one eye closed at a time. Together with her pod, the little dolphin swims sleepily through the glittering waters. Can you imagine having to sleep with one eye open all the time? That's a weird way to sleep, huh? How do you sleep? With both eyes closed, right? But dolphins have to sleep differently. Until the sun rises again on another day on our blue planet. And there's all of those different animals we learned about that are in the ocean. What animals can you recognize? There's the dolphin and the little dolphin baby. There's the big blue whale mama. There's the ocean sunfish. There's the beautiful, beautiful orange jellyfish, the lion's mane. All kinds of different fish. And those down there, little squid. Wow. Well, that is one day on our blue planet in the ocean, and that shows you one of my favorite things about the ocean. There's so many different amazing animals to see, and there's also all kinds of different coral, like on the Great Barrier Reef, and it's different kinds of plants that grow under the water. It's so cool. Lots of little fish and eels will use that coral for shelter too. Kind of like in Finding Nemo when he lives in an anemone. Do you remember that? Well, one of my favorite animals, besides the really cool sea turtle I got to see in real life, is the octopus, our friend the octopus. Do you know why it's called octopus? Octo means 8. So the octopus is called an octopus because it has 8 arms. Can you imagine having 8 arms? I would be able to get so many things done if I had 8 arms instead of just 2. Well, we can't actually have 8 arms, but we can pretend to be an octopus. Do you want to pretend with me? Okay, I'll show you how to pretend first, and then you do it with me, okay? All right, I'm a little octopus. Arm number 1 goes swish, swish, swish. Arm number 2 helps me catch fish. Arm number 3 pats my head. Arm number 4 makes sure I'm fed. Num, 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 num. Arm number 5 swims me to shore. And arm number 6 touches the ocean floor. Ooh, feels sandy. Arm number 7 can grab and tug, but all 8 arms or 8 can give me a hug. And then give yourself a hug with all 8 of your arms. All 8. Good job, story time, friends. All right, let's do it together. Are you ready? Okay. Arm number 1 goes swish, swish, swish. Arm number 2 helps me catch fish. Arm number 3 pats my head. Oh, good little octopus. Arm number 4 makes sure I'm fed. Arm number 5 swims me to shore. Here we go, swim into the shore. And arm number 6 helps me touch the ocean floor. What can you feel on the ocean floor? Sand, seashells, rocks. Arm number 7 can grab and tug, but all 8 arms can give me a hug. Oh, very nice story time, friends. You all looked exactly like octopuses. I thought you had 8 arms, but it was just 8 fingers, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and read our second book today about the ocean. And this one's from the perspective, instead of ocean animals, it's from the perspective of a little girl. And there she is. This is called Jules versus the Ocean, and it's by Jessie Sima. And this is read with permission from Simon & Schuster. Jules versus the ocean. Let's see what Jules does at the ocean. Jules is going to make the biggest, fanciest, most excellent castle that has ever been built. Her sister will be so impressed. There's Jules. There's her sister. And what kind of animal is that? It's a crab, just like our crab friend on the wall. Maybe the ocean will help. Here's Jules making the first part of her sandcastle. Splash! Nope. That's okay. Jules will build an even bigger, fancier, more excellent castle, all by herself. Her sister will be so impressed. Slosh! Aw, what happened both times? The ocean waves smashed Jules' sandcastle, didn't they? Jules thinks the ocean might be out to get her. Her sister assures her this happens to everyone. So let's see. Does it happen to everyone? Look at all of those beautiful, amazing sandcastles. What is Jules going to do so she can build one like that? If Jules wants to make the biggest, fanciest, most excellent castle, she will need to keep an eye on the ocean. I see a wave coming. Slap! Not today, ocean. Enough is enough. Jules will not be pushed around. She will stand her ground. You go, Jules. How is she going to be able to build a castle? She's got to stand her ground. Wait. Where are her feet? It's a trap. No! There goes her bucket. She got stuck in the sand. Bucket. Oh no, where did Jules' bucket go? All the way out in the ocean, that's right. Oh my goodness. What is Jules gonna do now? She doesn't have a bucket to make her sandcastle with. Oh. How is Jules supposed to build the biggest, fanciest, most excellent castle now? With no bucket and no hope. Her sister says the ocean isn't doing this on purpose. Maybe she's right. And who needs a bucket? Look at all of that. They are building a beautiful sandcastle without a bucket, with just their bare hands. Wow! You see that? That is an amazing sandcastle. Jules cannot believe it. Her sister is so impressed. I'm impressed too. Are you impressed with Jules and her sister's castle? It looks awesome, doesn't it? This is definitely the biggest, fanciest, most excellent. What's about to happen? Crash! There comes the wave onto their sandcastle. That was most excellent. And look at that, Jules got her bucket back. The waves brought her bucket back. And even though it crashed, they had a fun time. They tell their mom all about the castle and how the ocean wanted to smash it. Mom assures them that that happens to everyone. Mom explains how the ocean's waves are controlled by lots of things, mostly by the moon. Next time, Jules and her sister will have to keep an eye on the moon. And that's Jules and the ocean. Well, Jules stood her ground, didn't she? And she did make the biggest, most excellent, amazing sandcastle ever. And it still got smashed by the waves, because that's what the waves do, right? The waves in the ocean always come in and they always come out. And it's true what it says in the book, that the waves are controlled a lot by the ocean. So the ocean pulls the waves with gravity, and it pulls the waves in and pushes them out. And that's why even if you build the best, biggest sandcastle ever, eventually the ocean will smash it. But it's okay, because that's what's supposed to happen. Well, thank you so much for reading with me today, for being wonderful octopus friends. I had so much fun with you, and I hope you had fun reading all about the ocean. Next week, we're going to read about something else that's my favorite. So besides going to the ocean and swimming during the summer, I also love squirrels. So we're going to read about some of my favorite animals this summer, and we'll start off by reading about squirrels next week, okay? So have a wonderful week, Storytime friends. Go swimming if you get to, and I'll see you next week. Bye.